I create abundance and share it freely with the world. I am generous with money as I have more than enough. I use my money to make a difference in the world. I deserve prosperity. Wealth flows to me in streams of abundance. I think, talk, and walk like I am wealthy. I am magnetic to money, and it is magnetic to me. There are no boundaries to how much money I will attract into my life. I will always be able to attract more money. Money is energy, and I vibrate on the same frequency. I allow abundance in all areas of my life. I am grateful for all that I have and receive. The only limit to my abundance is my mindset. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. I see myself as wealthy, and that is what I am. Whatever I produce successfully attracts money to me. I am deserving of the prosperity that I want to have. I enjoy providing money with a good home. Abundance flows to me. My wealth multiplies and generates more wealth. I have the right to become wealthy and have whatever I want. People enjoy giving me money. I desire wealth. I use my wealth to make the world a better place. I relinquish all opposition to gaining financial resources. I am confident to overcome any financial difficulties that may arise. In my financial endeavors, I am fearless. Wealth and prosperity are circulating in my life. I live abundantly. My ideas create wealth for me. I give away wealth wisely, and it circulates back to me in abundance. I do not have to work to attract money. I have an abundance of whatever I need. Abundance and harmony flow freely in my world. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly, even while I sleep. I am successful and abundant in every way. Money flows to me. I deserve more money. I accept and receive unanticipated money. I welcome financial abundance in my life. My money is unlimited. Every day, I attract more and more money. I use money to design the lifestyle I want to live. It is in my power to have an excellent financial future. I love attracting money.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Money Matrix. I am Dion Pouncil.
And I'm Dominique Broadway. Welcome to another very exciting day in the markets. Please also do not forget that investing and trading should happen at your own risk. So please do your own research before making any trading or investing decisions.
Yes, and Federal Reserve Chairman Powell has the markets on their heels, okay? Because he will be on Capitol Hill today to begin 2 days of congressional mandated testimony. Powell will appear before the House on Wednesday and the Senate on Thursday, as markets are intent on getting more information about how the Fed plans to proceed with monetary policy in the coming months. Investors expect that the Fed will start cutting interest rates in June and enact the equivalent of 4 quarter percentage point cuts this year, according to futures market pricing CME Group. Recently, Powell has said it was too early to ease up on monetary policy while also expressing satisfaction with the trend in prices. So when he is in front of Congress today at 10 o'clock, we can expect a good amount of market volatility.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I like a little volatility. This is an exciting day for us.
Yes, volatility equals liquidity,
Cheers.
which equals the opportunity to
Cha-ching.
run up that bag. Yes.
Winning Wednesday. All right. Heading over to someone else who is also winning. We got to give a shout out to CrowdStrike, who is also on our watch list, our Money Matrix. I blanked out, y'all. Our Money Matrix watch list. They announced their earnings yesterday, and they did exactly what we anticipated them to do. All right. Their stock jumped 23%, you guys, 23%, as they, one, said that they had an amazing Q4 in the billions, just like everybody else, it seems like, right? But they also are saying that they're having a very, very, very strong demand for cybersecurity, which totally makes sense because with all of the new technology that's coming out, there's so many positive things about it. But honestly, from a security standpoint, there are so many negative things. And in a lot of ways for people to get scammed and more cybersecurity threats. And so because of that, our friends over at CrowdStrike are doing well. Very, very excited to have them on our watch list and to be a long-term investor in them as well. So as I mentioned, their stock shot up about 24%. Now they're actually only up about 22%. $67.94. The highest that I saw them get last night was around $72. So they're having another winning Wednesday.
Okay.
They're having a winning Wednesday as well.
All right, so Tesla and Elon Musk having a little bit of woes. They are down, kicking off the pre-market today. They're already down 1.58%. Just a lot of things going on for Tesla. So the Berlin factory halts production. Elon Musk is in the middle of a AI war with OpenAI's founder, Sam Altman, because they both co-founded OpenAI, had some disagreements. Elon Musk went his separate way and now opened up a lawsuit against him. That's also affecting Tesla stock. Investors are saying, he's not may not be as focused. And then it's also affecting Microsoft stock because Microsoft had a big investment into OpenAI. So more on that soon. But the Tesla bulls who have charged Tesla up over the last 3 years are starting to see a good amount of selling pressure with all of the Tesla news and headlines.
I'll tell you one thing. Those guys are messy over there.
Hey, so
between Elon and what's the OpenAI game? Sam
Altman. They
are messy. All right. Well, I hope they get all that stuff worked out. Ain't nothing like two grown men fighting. That's never a good time. All right. All right. So
unless
it's boxing, but I feel like they're over there just being petty about stuff. And Elon definitely gives me like real petty vibes. Like he just seems like he's one of those guys who's just super, super, super petty. But anyway, heading over into Nordstrom. I remember as a little girl around almost this time of year, Easter, going and get my dress from Nordstrom. Me and my grandma would go and she'd buy me the brightest, whitest, or pinkest dress that we can find. And apparently because I haven't been Easter shopping in forever, the stock is falling, all right? But outside of that, in their Q4, They just did not do as well as people wanted them to do. Now, although they did end up doing about, I believe, $4.4 billion in sales in Q4, Nordstrom did express that they things are looking a little grim for all the fiscal year of 2024. So with that being said, their stock is currently down about 10.81%. So that's down about $2.26. And it's so surprising that Nordstrom, as long as Nordstrom has been around, and I know all of us probably have some story of Nordstrom in our life as a child, Nordstrom's only trading at $18.64, right? As long as it's been around. And so as I mentioned, they're down about $2.26. So, you know, their earnings are bad. But I'll tell you one thing, Nordstrom, what you can do is go ahead and just slash everything to 75% off. I will come in and personally help raise your sales by buying multiple things. So that's an idea for you, Nordstrom.
All right, so into the streaming wars, actually Netflix can chill, okay? So it seems that the Netflix stock did take a hit unexpectedly, and the market and its stock did tank for a while. One analyst says that Netflix stumbled because it didn't predict that others would be willing to lose an ungodly amount of money just to compete with the streaming service. And so we've been talking about these streaming wars, and they're heating up. You know, Warner Brothers Disney has announced about 4 or 5 projects. You know, ESPN is looking to, even though they're owned by Disney, but they're looking to start their own sports streaming service. HBO, Max, Discovery, like literally all Paramount, everybody is getting into streaming wars, and unfortunately they're willing to put up millions and billions of dollars just to get into the game, and that has been affecting Netflix stock dominance, okay? So something to keep our eyes on, because we all do love a good Netflix and chill, all right?
We do. Speaking of Netflix, you know what today is?
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means?
I don't.
Love is Blind.
Lord.
All right. We're waiting all week. Love is Blind is back. And say something. There's 3 reasons why I love Wednesday. One, because it's a winning Wednesday. The other right now is definitely Love is Blind. And then the other is also Abbott Elementary. Come on.
Right.
You know I love my Abbott.
You do.
All right. I don't usually like to stay up late, but it comes on at 9, and I've been holding strong, staying up to watch my Abbott. Okay. All right, let's hop over into Palantir news. Palantir, they did not release any earnings this morning, but let me tell you something. They are shooting up. Our friends over at Palantir are currently up 8.95% this morning. Go ahead, Palantir, $2.15. Let me tell you why. So apparently, Palantir has just signed a contract with the U.S. Army, okay? And I got to pull this up because I can't even remember the name of this project. It's a $178.4 million contract by the U.S. Army, and the project is called Titan, okay? It's called the Tactical Intelligence Targeting Access Node. Sounds fancy. Don't know what that means, but I'm very excited for our friends at Palantir because they just got $178.4 million, all right? So you know that's probably going to positively affect their Q1 revenue, right? Obviously, a lot of times with these federal contracts, it may take some time for these funds to disperse, but just knowing that it's in that accounts receivable, it's absolutely beautiful. All right, so their stock is currently up, as I mentioned, 8.99%, trading around $25.95. So this is one that you definitely should have your eyes on today as we're heading into the trading day, because it might have a little bit more exciting volatility as more people are starting to get news of this really big contract that Palantir has signed.
All right. And back into the tech and AI space, Microsoft is struggling a little bit with the woes of AI. They've had some major wins, and they had some uncomfortable situations like the Elon Musk and OpenAI situation. However, in today's news, Microsoft engineer warns that the company's AI tool creates violent sexual images and ignores copyrights, okay? So Shane Jones, who worked at Microsoft for 6 years, has been testing the company's AI image generator in his free time and told many of the markets that these findings that he's having are troubling. And so because he was such a, senior position, it is alarming a lot of people. He warned that the sexual and violent content that the Copilot designer is creating is very, very inappropriate. And so because OpenAI is being used by basically everybody on the planet, and it powers Microsoft's technology. It's something that we really want to keep an eye on when we start talking about, children 16, 13 or younger using this, especially because they're in their more creative phases, looking to produce images, et cetera, et cetera. So Microsoft is flat right now. It hasn't really tanked the stock, but it seems like more and more news. It's like, they say more money, more problems, or more goods, more uncomfortables are coming. So as they rise in their leadership in the AI space, they're taking the grunt of it as well.
Well, I just wish that they could learn how to spell. That's my gripe with it. Like when you do that image creation, they can never spell. And I just feel like if you have all this tech behind you, if I'm telling you what to spell, you're still spelling it wrong. Like, why can't we fix that? Let's fix that.
That is a good point.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
You can't even use those images for anything.
Okay. All right, so going over the economic news, today at 10 a.m., Federal Chairman Powell testifies before Congress, so we'll be interested to see how the...
I feel like he don't usually do it there. I always feel like it's like
2 p.m.
Yeah. Okay.
But he usually does it kind of on their own. This one, he's actually in Washington, D.C., on Capitol Hill, in front of the Senate today, in front of the House tomorrow. All right. Also at 10 o'clock, we have the JOLTS job openings and the final wholesale inventories. At 10:30, we have the crude oil inventory. All right. At 12 p.m., FOMC member Daly speaks. At 2 p.m., we have the beige book. So a lot of news on the economic geopolitical scene coming out this morning, or today in general. So looking to see a lot of volume and volatility in the markets today. All right.
Fun.
Let's now switch over to our Beat the Bell segment, where we will do some pre-market analysis, see what happened in the global markets overnight, and hop into some charts and see if we have some opportunities for some active day trades today. Okay, kicking it off. In the Asian markets, the Asian Dow was down. The Asian Dow was up 0.5%. The Nikkei 225 was down 0.02%. The Hang Seng Index was up 1.7%. The Shanghai Index down 0.26%. The Sensex Index up 0.55%. And the Singapore Index up 0.93%.
Awesome. Headed in, all right. Heading over to our U.S. equities, all right. The Dow Jones is currently down 1.04%. The S&P 500 is down 1.02%. The NASDAQ is also down 1.65%. The VIX is also down 3.46%. And then gold is up 0.17%. And then oil is up 1.59%.
Yeah, the futures are pointing higher even before I look over it, because the VIX is down 3.3%.
That sounds a little surprising. Like every single stock in our portfolio is green. So.
Yeah, right now they have it projected for a triple-digit gain day. But again, all of that can be potentially altered with that 10 a.m. news. But we will see. The VIX is down.
30 minutes in, it could turn left.
It could get crazy, yeah. The VIX is down a 5% swing from yesterday. It was up 2.5%. Now it's down 3.5%. So they usually travel in the inverse. Getting over into the futures, the Dow Jones futures up 0.48%. The S&P 500 futures up 0.58%. The NASDAQ futures up 0.87%. Gold futures up 0.16%. Silver futures up 0.3%, and crude oil up 1.39%. Now, hopping right over into the Forex market, the euro is up 0.23%. The yen is down 0.44%. The Great British pound is up 0.11%. The Australian dollar up 0.6%. And the DXY index is down 0.3%. And the Wall Street Journal dollar index is down 0.24%.
Yeah. Heading over into crypto. Crypto. Let me tell you something. If any of you guys own any of these coins, you probably like me all night long. I was just getting alerts. This is up, up. I love it, right? And it's still up. Bitcoin is currently up 7.80%, trading around $66,712 a coin. Now, they fell pretty sharply
Like 14%,
yesterday. Yeah, they fell pretty sharply, and then overnight, whoop, it went right back up.
Yeah, people are selling that news from the all-time highs.
Yeah, fun times, fun times. Ethereum is also up 9.19%, trading around $3,846. XRP is also up 2.69%. Bitcoin Cash is up 2.24%. Litecoin is up 3.59%. And then Monero is up 2.15%.
Okay, so let's hop over into the charts and do some pre-market analysis. All right, so we can see here from our stock trades, we took about $6,000 off the table yesterday. So right now, our P&L is only at plus 159 for the pre-market, as we have some mixed trades here, a couple of wins, couple of down trades, but again, none of the down trades have hit the 5% rule, and we took off the profits on some of those bigger trades on yesterday. Okay, so let's hop into the futures market. We'll start out on the 1 day for the NASDAQ. Now, the 1 day did get a sell signal this morning. Okay, so we'll be interested to see that. All right, because it did hit the second standard deviation on the 1 week and started to retrace. So we did get a sell on the 1 day. Stepping down into the 2 hour, it's been charging up since midnight. Okay, crossing over that VWAP at around 17,976, and it's currently trading at 18,093. Stepping into the 1 hour, it is in a buy signal since yesterday at 6 p.m. However, it is getting a little resistance on that second standard deviation around at 18,100. So looks like the futures, the equity futures, will be up at the open. We'll keep our eye on that 10 o'clock hour when the Federal Chairman Powell speaks, and see how that affects the market. But right now, equity futures are looking up. On the 1 day, it did get a sell. So that's for longer term. More in the day, so we'll keep our eyes on that. All right, let's hop into the interest rates. The 10 years, all right, 10-year on the day chart been charging up since last Thursday. The 10 years did get a buy signal this morning on the 2 hour chart at 8 a.m. and the 1 hour also did get a buy signal at 7 a.m. So the interest rates being up, typically the equities go in the inverse. So Powell is speaking on the interest rates today, so we will see what that potentially does to the markets. Okay, but the interest rates are charging up, so we will see how that affects the equities. Hopping over into the metals. Okay, 1 day chart for gold still in a bullish trend since February 20th. All right, in a buy signal for the 2 hours since this morning at 6 a.m. and the 1 hour at 4 a.m. So we do a lot of our pre-market analysis and back testing, and then we generate these algos. So if you're brand new to us, we like to keep it simple in these shows. We follow our algorithms that simply tell us to buy and or sell, and then we pick when we want to enter based off of those signals and our risk parameters, and suggest the same. These are not recommendations. We're not trying to sell you any securities. Trading and investing is personal. But if you do want the algorithms that you see on our screens that we're actively trading, you could click that link and get those algos, okay? All right, now hopping into the crude oil, rounding it out in the futures. 1 day is in the middle of a buy signal since Tuesday. Okay, the 2 hour is in a buy signal since midnight, and the 1 hour is in a buy since last night at 9 o'clock. Now, so all of the futures are green for the open. That's what the data is suggesting, and we will keep our eyes on the open as well as 10 o'clock. What I forecast is an initial charge up at the open. I believe it's going to consolidate probably between 9:35 and 10 a.m. and then the real action is going to start around 10 a.m. That's what I forecast based off of this data. How about you, Dominique?
And what that action will be, we don't know.
The data will show.
That's the nail biter, right? All right, heading over into my charts over here. So actually, before we hop into the charts, give me 1 second. Let me pull this up really quickly. Wanted to just highlight some of the earnings that came out yesterday, going into today. As you can see, we still have quite a few things happening, right? So as we know, yesterday after the market closed, CrowdStrike came out. As we know, that shot up. We also have Ross, Nordstrom, Box, Bio, Nano, HashiCorp, all coming out yesterday evening. This morning, JD.com as well released their earnings. I haven't looked at it, but I did see some news that apparently it shot up really nicely. Abercrombie & Fitch, I heard fizzled. Also Campbell Soup. We can take a look and see how that Campbell Soup is doing. Y'all been buying soup or not? And then heading into today after the close, some of the ones we're going to be looking at are Victoria's Secret, as well as Emergent, Rush Street, and then going in tomorrow, we have Kroger, Burlington, Big Lots, BJ's, American Eagle, okay, Sienna, to name a few. And then we also have Costco Thursday and Gap, okay? So just wanted to highlight some of the ones that we have for today. I would say the ones I'm probably keeping the most eye out on today out of this list would definitely be maybe looking at Victoria's Secret, also eyeing some of these other companies that we may not necessarily be as familiar with, Vermilion Energy as well, if we want to kind of look at those, all right? And then also Big Lots and BJ's for sure. All right, so let's head back over into our charts here. All right, so I have pulled up a few that I'm already eyeing this morning. As we mentioned, it's going to be a really exciting day, a very profitable day for sure. If you look at your portfolios, most of them are probably already up anyway. But we also want to make sure that, as Dion mentioned, we do have news coming out at 10. So whatever's going great could get better. Whatever's going great could get worse. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but please make sure that you have your stop losses set, or ain't nothing wrong with taking profits either, and just wait until we figure out what Powell's going to say, and you can always get back in. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So some of the ones that we're eyeing this morning, first want to put eyeballs on Box, okay? Box is currently up about 7.34%. They are up about $2, okay? Their price target was just adjusted to $32 as well. So they did just release their earnings, I believe, last night. So they are trending up. As you can see on this 1-minute chart, we are currently still in a buy for that one, but most things are trending up this morning, all right? So, where is it? Ross. All right, so here's another one that released their earnings. Ross did not do as well, very similar to Nordstrom. They are currently down about 3.12%, about 3.12%. So they're down almost $5 this morning. Citigroup did maintain their buy, but as you can see right now on the 1-minute chart, we are getting a buy call on the 1 minute. If we look at the 5, it's still in a buy put. We're still about 6 minutes or so away from the opening bell. All right, another one that we're eyeing this morning is Apple, okay? Very exciting. This might be the first time that I may have said this since the show launched, but Apple is actually up $1.27 pre-market, all right? I haven't been able to say that in so long, all right? But Apple is currently up about $1.26. Very exciting. I don't know why it's up, but it's up, and everything is up. It's probably just up because everybody else is up. But very excited to see that Apple is finally up on this 1-minute chart. As you can see, it does say buy put. So I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it says buy put, but Apple's up. They probably clearly know something we don't know. But just enjoying the small little green signals we see for Apple here, all right? But it looks like Apple may continue to fall a little bit. It may be turning around a little bit, but we'll also see how a lot of these things change at the opening bell, okay? Heading over into CrowdStrike. As you guys know, CrowdStrike is released their earnings last night, and looks like Bard just adjusted their price target to $350. So their price target has been adjusted to $350. They're currently at $362. So they already exceeded it. So he's just saying that just to say something clearly. But CrowdStrike is currently trading up $65.51. Definitely going to be eyeing this one. If you have calls on this or invested in this or whatever it is, hoping that it can hold a lot of this through the market open for sure. All right, as you can see, we do have a buy put that just came out at 913. This has fallen a little bit. CrowdStrike was actually up about 72 bucks. So it looks like it has fallen a little bit as we head into the open. Not a lot, just a little bit, very, very little, about a couple dollars, okay? Another one that I wanted to add was JD.com. So JD.com, it's another internet retail store. They did release their earnings. And it's funny, if you notice, all the e-commerce stores are doing fine from the holiday. The ones with the brick and mortar, they're struggling a little bit because they have higher expenses. So JD.com did release their earnings, actually up 15%, guys, 15% this morning, up $3.32. We did just get a little buy put on them right here as we head into the market open, but we'll wait to see. Now we have 2 bars at that, all right? So we'll kind of see how all of these pan out. And then last but certainly not least is NVIDIA, all right? So NVIDIA is doing what it usually does, you know? This is what it does every single day. It just goes up. What it does, it goes up, ends up and up. And it's up again. So as you guys know, NVIDIA ended up, we end up actually having puts on NVIDIA yesterday, which ended up being profitable. I know I got out, and then once we got the signal to go back up, rode it back up, took those profits, and then still holding sold some of those options, and now still holding a few. You know, I always keep a little NVIDIA option in there, a call specifically, and as you can see, it has been trending back up. It's up 21 bucks so far pre-market, all right, and it looks like it's holding pretty strong here, so we'll see. All right, so those are some of the things that we're eyeing this morning. I wanted to just look at one more as we have a couple minutes. Someone had asked in the chat for C3.ai, and this is another one that is on our list that we like to kind of look at here. Looks like their price target was adjusted 2 days ago, but their price target was adjusted to 22 bucks. I don't know why they're adjusting these price targets when like it's already above that. I don't get that. But anyway, so somebody adjusted their price target. Deutsche Bank adjusted their price target to 22. But C3.ai is already at $32.67, so maybe they just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But we are currently in a buy call for them on our 1 minute chart, okay? If we look at our 5 minute chart, same song. So it is trending up here, and we'll see. We still have a couple minutes, like literally a minute and a half before the opening bell. C3.ai is currently up $4.22, okay? One more I want to highlight, and then I'm going to pass it back over. I know I do this. Hold on. Palantir. Hold on, one more. Palantir, just wanted to highlight because that one is up very sharply. We are currently in a buy put for them, and yeah, we'll see how that goes, but it is still up about $2.06. Pass it back over.
Okay, so we will look at some Forex and crypto opening bell here in about 40 seconds, but looking at Bitcoin, okay, obviously we know on the 1 week chart it's been charging up, hit all-time highs yesterday. On the 1 day, it's been charging up. It did hit that 3rd standard deviation, so it doesn't surprise me that that sell-off happened as two, statistical reasons that it was a sell-off yesterday. 1, because it hit that 3rd standard deviation, and 2, because a lot of people sell the news. So the news of Bitcoin hitting the all-time high was flooding the market, and a lot of people were selling that, okay? All right, stepping out into the 2 hour, got a buy signal last night at 11 o'clock. And we also just got a buy signal this morning at 9 a.m., okay? And if whatever, the opening bell just happened, if whatever Powell says during the news, if that tanks the equities, it's a high probability that Bitcoin will shoot up, okay? So the market just opened. None of our futures hopped into a signal because they're all green and just been up, but there was a shot up at the market. Market opened at 104 and literally shot up to 121 on the NASDAQ futures. So it did shoot up quite quickly, and I projected that it was going to open up, especially for the first 5 minutes as people coming here, because the market was down yesterday, right? So a lot of people coming in buying that, and the futures were up all night, and so I do predict that it will be up the first half of this session. It has the potential to be slightly mixed going into the 10 o'clock, and then at 10 o'clock when he starts talking, I believe that's when a lot of the volume and volatility will come in. So that's what the data suggests as well. And right now we open and all of the futures are shooting up, okay? Right now the algos are only currently trading the 30-year bond futures is up $218 currently already. We'll just hit 187. And then the 10-year futures are up $125, okay? So we shall see what is going on with Bitcoin. As far as active trades, because the news is coming out at 10 o'clock, I'm not going to put in any active trades until after the news, but I will hold these from yesterday. So right now, you know, we're down $300. I will hold these because we put these trades in yesterday or been swinging those since Friday. But I'm going to wait to put any active trades until after 10:05, after the news, and he begins to speak and we see how the market goes in, because with stocks moving as slow as they do, they may be choppy for these first 30 minutes and that chop will cut you up. So that's what I'm personally going to do. The algos, I just leave the algos and let them trade in the futures and do their thing because they trade fully autonomously and I don't have to human trade them. Okay. So that's my outlook. I'll come back after Dominique and talk about a little Forex. Okay.
You can actually hop in first.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So we'll hop into some Forex trades and look at the market. Forex is going to be definitely active as Powell speaks at 10 as well. So kicking it off, looking at the USD JPY, we can see that it's been selling off on the 1 hour since 2 this morning. Look at the algo called that signal. For the people who are new, when we talk about algos, algo is short for algorithm. So it is a computer generated AI-based trade signal that tells us to buy or sell. We've built these algorithms in-house and, you know, through our development team and myself. So when we say, look at the algo or look at the signal, it is generating a signal based off of all of the engineering and AI that we put into it, okay? Just for the newbies to understand some of the terminology, okay? So be sell side bias here on the Japanese yen based on the 1 hour. The Euro USD has been trending up since midnight on the 1 hour and is in a buy signal. The Great British Pound USD has been trending up on a buy signal since last night at 11 p.m. I'm sorry. Okay. And so those will be the first three that we're looking at. The Euro Australian dollar has been trending down since 7 this morning. The USD Swiss franc trending down since 8 a.m. this morning. Okay. The Euro Australian dollar trending down and the Canadian Japanese yen trending down. So same thing on the Forex. After Powell speaks, I'll come in and probably put in some active trades. Okay. But right now I'm going to let our active trades from yesterday and the swing trades do whatever they're going to do because their stop losses and take profits stop losses are already set. And then the algos, I let them trade automatically. Okay, we do see some sell side pressure coming in here on the NASDAQ. Doesn't surprise me. It got up to 18,126 and is now down to 18,097. So about a 30-point turnaround. People selling off that initial open, and we will see how the markets trade between now and 10 a.m. when he speaks, and during the time that he's speaking, and after. Okay, so. Trading and investing is personal. Please govern yourselves at your own risk. Okay. Dom?
All right. So not much action going on here. A lot of these profits are holding strong. It kind of looks like a couple things are consolidating a little bit, which is interesting. I kind of was expecting some things to like shoot up, and they've either been falling a little bit slightly or consolidating a little. So our CrowdStrike options specifically are actually, it's literally been consolidating here around this like first standard deviation, literally just kind of sitting, figuring it out. So I'm holding. I do have a stop set, but it looks like it has some potential to charge up, but to go up. So we'll see how that pans out. Looking at SMCI, that one is really strong here. We just got this buy call that came through at 934. Yep, it's 935, so that's opportunity there. NVIDIA is starting to trend up as well. Okay, so there's a lot of opportunity. So for me, just setting some stops here. Some of these profits I'm probably just going to take before the 10 o'clock hour, and then I can always just get back in because, you know, you never go broke taking profits, right? So I think we're up about 8, 9, 9, about almost $9,000 today. So I would much rather keep those dollars versus lose them when Powell starts speaking. So that's all. That's all I really got going on right now. I'm just kind of watching to see what's going on and what's gonna pan out here. So.
All right. In the futures, the NASDAQ futures algorithm did just get into its first trade. So we are on the sell side of the NASDAQ, currently up $160 in this trade. And let's see how that fares as it begins the sell-off. Okay, a lot of selling pressure coming into the market here, so we'll keep our eyes on that. Okay, if you have any stocks, bonds, options, futures, Forex, or crypto that you would like us to take a look at and do some real-time market analysis here on the show, please drop them in the chat. But also, when you drop it in the chat, tell us what you're looking at it for, an investment, a position trade, a swing trade, a day trade, etc., so we can do some proper analysis, okay? All right, and then with that being said, also, let's just welcome all the newbies to the show. Thank you for joining. Please click the subscribe button, okay, so that, and turn on your notifications. Click that bell to turn on notifications so that you are notified every time we go live, Odell. Every time that we go live, okay, daily. The show is on from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern, all right, Monday through Friday, all right? If you want to just be around other like-minded individuals, you could join our free Discord. You could join the community, get in there, introduce yourself, ask questions, be a part of the affirmation series, the challenges that we have coming, and things of that nature, and you all will be the first ones to get updated on what we have going on, okay? If you want to learn from us the actual things that we do and teach step by step, you can scan that QR code or click the link and join Wall Street Academy. You can put Money Matrix in as the promo code and you will get 50% off, because in this show, we primarily focus on trading and investing live, so that we and other people have the opportunity to be profitable and trade. So we do less teaching in this show, but we do teach step-by-step stocks, bonds, options, futures, Forex, and crypto in our course, okay? And that's Wall Street Academy. If you want to get the algorithms that we actively trade and that you see people talking about how much money they're making and using the algos and posting that stuff in the chat, you can go to algoalpha.ai and purchase the exact same algos that we and the community use, okay? algoalpha.ai, all right? NASDAQ was at about $300, $400 of profit on that sell side trade. Now you got some buy side pressure coming into the market. Let's see where that pressure is coming from. It was going down towards the VWAP. Okay, so you got some support around 18,070. We just closed out of that trade for a $95 loss, and now the algorithms just got into the buy side on the NASDAQ, okay? So we're now in our second active trade on the NASDAQ, and we are in our first active trade. The ES, the S&P 500 futures, just joined the ball game, okay? And the ES is on the short side. So NASDAQ is on the long side, ES is on the short side. So it will be interesting to see how those pair tend to do. They tend to travel in the same direction. That selling pressure in the NASDAQ initially got us up 300. And then some buying support came in around that 18,080 mark, okay? David Connor said, are you still in the Apple put AMD call? We took profits off of the Apple put on yesterday, I believe. Well, actually, let's check. I think so. AMD, we're still on the short side, yes. Apple, we are also still on the short side. Let's look at the Apple chart. Yes, we are still in the Apple short. We got $400 locked into that. We're up $576. So when that reaches 600, we'll go ahead and lock in another $100. So yes, we are in the AMD put and the Apple put. Let's go look at the AMD chart. All right, it did get a buy signal yesterday at 330, but we haven't hit our stop loss to take profit. So I'll just keep that on there because, again, I'm not putting in any active trades until after Powell starts speaking. Okay, and so we took about $6,500 off the table yesterday from our active trades. Right now, we're only down $477, and we took $3,000 off on Monday. So for the week, we're already up $9,500, and we're down $500. So right now, net for the week, I'm up $9,000 on these stock day trades, and there's no reason for me personally to put in any active human trades until Powell speaks, because it's just not worth it. Okay, it's just not worth the risk, because he could say one thing and the market could go in the completely opposite direction of what the data is saying. Okay, and those are some of the things that we teach in Wall Street Academy. You know, when we talk about red photos or orange photos, et cetera, et cetera. Let's keep it simple. Okay. Suzanne says, "Good morning, D&D. How are y'all doing? I purchased my algos last night. Yay! Excited about that. Congratulations."
Yay, Miss Suzanne.
She said, Apple paid me $600 profit yesterday. Wow. So your algos already paid for. The algos
literally
pay for themselves. We got that signal off of Apple yesterday from the algos, and you just made $600 off of it. You're actually net profitable off your algos already. So every dollar you make for the rest of the month is 100% profit. So congratulations. Love to hear it. Love to see it. Okay. All right, so our Apple short actually just hit $600 in profit. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock in $500. Okay, and now we have literally a 500% return on our investment. Okay, so we initially got into this Apple put that Miss Suzanne was talking about. We got in there yesterday from the algo signal. It told us to sell. We sold, and we're now up $600. Our stop loss has $500 locked in. Okay, so when we say that it's locked in, that means that our stop loss is adjusted, and the worst case scenario, the least amount of money that we can make in this trade is $500. So we risked $100 to get into the trade, and we're now up $500. So that is literally a 600% return on our investment. We got our initial $100 back, okay? And then we got $500 of profit on top of that. And we put that trade in yesterday at 9:30. So in literally less than a day, we got a signal, we clicked the button, and we're up $500. So shout out to everybody that's getting the algos. Janet says, I bought the full suite of algos and I want to set up my automatic futures trading. Do I do that at Interactive Brokers and Ninja Trader? So I think, Janet, you might have asked this question again yesterday as well. The automatic trading algos for futures do not come out until probably next week or the week after, and that's specifically in Ninja Trader. TradingView, the platform itself, does not allow automated trading. Okay, you have to create third-party stuff in there, so you cannot put in. So if I click on, let's go to my screen. If this is TradingView right here, in TradingView, our algorithms generate signals, and you have to manually execute them on your own. Okay, Janice, thank you for clarifying that. She said she wasn't here yesterday. Okay, so let me clarify. In TradingView, this is not a Dion or Dominique thing, a Wall Street Academy thing, an algo thing. TradingView does not allow autonomous trading, okay? In TradingView, you can get the signals, which are automatically generated for you, and then you have to go execute them, okay? In Ninja Trader, what you see here, so for an example, my algorithm is in the buy side for the NASDAQ, and it's up $300 right now. That was completely autonomous. Our algorithms do automatically trade for you in Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader is a completely separate program from TradingView. They're completely separate companies. They have nothing to do with each other. They have different protocols. In Ninja Trader, we do have autonomous algos that are built, But the brand new algos, the autonomous algos, will be released probably next week, okay? And for everybody who's getting the initial launch sale for the algos, we're gonna give you that autonomous algorithm completely free upgrade, okay? Now, yes, they are autonomous, but you still have to put the parameters in that you want for your risk and your budget. That is still personal. It will get in the trade and out of the trade for you automatically, but it's going to be based off of what you put in there as how much you want to risk and your stop loss and take profits, et cetera. So for an example, the stop loss and take profit here is on this screen right here is there, and that's the most it's going to risk in that trade. It got in the trade, it was just up $300, and I believe it's going to, the maximum it will risk is $1,000. And then you see the algorithm literally just got into a sell signal fully automatically. It got into that sell, and you see the stop loss gets adjusted, and it was put up here. That's the most it's going to risk. So in Ninja Trader, the algorithms will trade for you based off the signals, but you still will have to put in your desired stop loss, take profit, and your budget, okay? It is personal, all right? So hopefully everybody understands that, because yes, the algos are powerful. Yes, you guys are excited about them. Yes, we love them. Yes, we're making a lot of money off of them, and so is the community. But I just want to make sure that we have that clarity, okay? So yes, congratulations to Suzanne and everybody who's purchasing them, and everybody that purchased them between last Friday and this morning at 8 o'clock or 8:30, you guys have your full access to the options suite or to the full suite, okay? So congratulations, you guys do have your access. We wanted to make sure, we try to make sure that everybody that buys in one day, we try to make sure that you have your access before the next market open. So if you purchased yesterday all the way up until about 8:30 this morning, you do have access to whatever you have paid for. Congratulations. Okay? All right. Go ahead, Dominique. You got some stuff to cook on?
You know, it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a lot going on. Y'all probably see me here looking real intense. So, you know, was 9:48. NVIDIA just wanted to lock in a little bit of profits there. So I did set a stop, because I kind of want to, with NVIDIA, my thoughts are, I want to see if it's going to just, you know, who knows, take off. But I'm going to go ahead and just set my stop just in case. So I was just kind of setting stops on some of the things that, could change, you know, potentially, or things we wanted to lock in. But I kind of want to be in it just in case there is some exciting volatility there, okay? So that is that. As far as Palantir, we did just get a buy put that came through on the 1 minute chart. Looks like it's actually falling back down to that VWAP, and it may potentially bounce off. We shall see. But it is currently still up about $2. NVIDIA is approaching $30 a share. I mean, being up $30 a share. It's currently up about 29, as you can see. Palantir specifically is starting to fall a tad. All right. If we go over to NVIDIA, it's still pushing up. We had this buy call that came through, and that came through this morning, and it's definitely still pushing up here. So if you guys have, I wanted to see, was there anybody really been asking for nothing this morning? Okay. So if you guys have anything that you want, if you want us to analyze, let us know. I mean, there's a lot of fun things happening. Apple is already starting to fall, so I guess that buy put was valid. That came through this morning, so it is currently down only about 82 cents, but it did completely erase the gains that it had pre-market. Okay. Yep, NVIDIA now is down about 24. So it looks like some things are starting to fall a tad here. Let's see what else. SoundHound is bouncing back today, which is really good. So they're actually up about 34 cents. This buy call came through. They've actually been trending up. So they're up about 7% this morning. So that's good. It is starting to refund us back some of the losses that it had from last week. So those are some of the things that we got currently, or that we're looking at. I feel like the whole market's kind of like holding its breath until 10. I'm not, but kind of, but not really. But yeah, some things are definitely starting to fall off. So
yeah. It makes sense. We are up $500 already in this NASDAQ futures sell trade. It did just get a little support off of that VWAP, but a good amount of selling pressure coming in, watching the algos trade. There was some initial selling pressure here at that first standard deviation. That's where we got that first sell signal, and it went about $400 profit, and then it got stopped out. This buy signal went up about $300 profit, then it got stopped out. And then when we were just talking a couple seconds ago about the algo literally got into that sell side trade in front of us. It did hit $500 of profit in about 2 minutes. We're in about 5 minutes, I should say. But the VWAP literally came down to the VWAP and literally bounced off the VWAP at 18,056. But the ES is still in that sell side signal as well. So interesting to see, but I said we are seeing some chop. It's 9:52, right? And we've seen that basically even in the stock trades, we've only literally basically been between down 300 and down 500, right? So not any big moves trending. Now, I will say Apple, we were at about 580 when I talked, then we hit 600 when I spoke earlier. And then we hit 600, we locked in 500, and now we're up 650. So Apple is continuing to see its downtrend from that put. And, you know, we've been riding the ride down on Apple a couple of times over the last, let's say, 2 weeks. NVO, we shorted that yesterday, is at 114 bucks. We also shorted Twilio yesterday. Let's look at Twilio. It's up to 262. We already have $100 locked into that short. It did just get a buy signal at today's open, but again, I'm not putting any active trades. We will start to see the volume and volatility pick up this morning in about 5 minutes when Powell starts speaking. You will see literally the seesaw. Whatever this man says the market will do, will react to, and then when the sentiment of whatever he's talking about starts to go in one direction, you're going to see the market trend in that direction. Whether it's going to be a buy side pressure or sell side pressure, we shall see. But yeah. Yeah.
So Deontay was asking about LRCX. You want to look at LRCX?
Yeah. So I'll take a look at LRCX. So anything that's not in our watch list or in my personal portfolio that I don't follow, I always do the same thing. So Lam Research Corporation, let's go ahead and start out on the 1 month chart and look and see what the algorithms are saying. Okay, so on the 1 month chart, Lam has been in a buy signal since December of 2022. So a pretty good chart for the last almost year and a half. Excuse me, on the 1 week chart, got a buy signal since November 2023. On the 1 day chart, you got a buy signal on February 29th. On the 2 hour chart, got a buy signal today at 9:30. And on the 1 hour chart, got a buy signal today at 9:30 as well. So all data is pointing up. And if you're looking for stocks, you know, you could look to day trade or swing trade. If you're looking for options, you know, you could look at options 14, 30, 60 days out on Lam Research Corporation. So please govern yourselves accordingly on that one. Okay. Seesaw said AMD shot up nicely. So yes, the AMD, where's the AMD? We were short AMD from yesterday, I believe. And the algo did get a buy signal yesterday at 3:30 on the 1 hour. So it has been charging up from that. Hasn't hit my stop loss or take profit. And again, I'm not putting in any active trades until after Powell starts speaking and I see what's up with that market. Okay, but right now, we're only down 360 for today. We took off $9,000 so far this week in profits, and let's see how the market performs in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Well, really in the next 10 minutes, because he'll start speaking at 10, and then you'll start seeing the markets move. We'll kind of go from there. Okay. All right. In the futures trade, the NASDAQ futures just broke through that VWAP to the downside and is now hitting between 500 and 600 bucks. And let's see if we continue to trend down. Okay. All right. Vanessa said, thank you so much for getting me right before this morning. She's talking about her algos. Congratulations, Vanessa. Our pleasure. Lisa Dawson said, good morning, everyone. Hope all is well. Have an awesome trading day. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. If you guys have any stocks, bonds, options, futures, Forex, or crypto, you want us to take a real-time analysis in, just like Deontay did and Suzanne did and other people did, drop them in the chat. And when you do, let us know how you're looking at some analysis, whether it's investing, bigger picture long-term, position trading, swing trading, day trading, intraday trading, and we will take a look at them live here in real time. Now, trading and investing is personal. These are not recommendations. We're not your fiduciaries. We're just doing real-time analysis with our algorithms that we do the exact same way to make our own personal trades, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, Dominique?
Right.
We just crossed over 700 in that futures trade.
Nice, nice. All right, so yeah, I mean, I feel like we're kind of in a holding pattern right now. I mean, I want to show my screen with my 50,000 charts on it, but yeah, I feel like we're, I mean, honestly, we're just kind of waiting. Honestly, so some of my stop losses definitely already triggered, specifically with NVIDIA. So they already hit my stop, so, you know, it's cool.
And some of trading, one of the major parts of trading is patience, self-control, and discipline, right? Not just trading, not just clicking a button just to be clicking a button. Mm-hmm. All right, but then Suzanne did drop some analysis requests in there, so if you want to take a look at those.
What does she mean at 7 a.m.? He says, could you analyze Amazon box bar for call action at 7 a.m.?
Maybe she's on the West Coast. I'm not sure.
Oh, wait. What does that mean,
But
Mr.
10 a.m. here, if she's on the West Coast, it's
that would be 10.
7 a.m.
Okay.
It's going to be 7 a.m. for there.
Okay.
But again, we wouldn't be putting those trades in right at 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so just keep that in mind. But go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they would not. Don't put them in at 10. Okay. All right, so first one's Amazon. All right, so everything is definitely starting to trend down a little bit as everyone's taking their profits before Mr. Powell hops on and says what he needs to say. Okay. So current, and this is what I will also say. With this analysis, because we're still like a minute out, I feel like it's hard to see, because we've all seen, especially you guys that's been around with us for a while, when this man speaks, the market it could just completely gap up or down, like whatever we talked about 10 minutes ago, it don't even matter no more. Right? So I almost want to wait and do this analysis when that time comes, because right now we're currently in a buy put, right? On our 1 minute and 3 and 5 and 15 on Amazon, we're all in buy puts, okay? But that could literally change in a second. So I just want to kind of keep that in mind as well. This analysis they're doing right now may not necessarily be valid in a minute or two. So just want to highlight that. Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't know if we should even wait, because I feel like I would just be giving out wrong information.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just wait, because I do.
To the 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I do feel like this may not even be valid.
So we did just hit $900 profit on this NASDAQ futures trade that the algo got in. Walt said, good morning from Nevada. And that brings up a good point. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from.
Let's wait.
Yeah, let's wait. Let us know where you all are tuning in from around the country or around the world. Drop it in the chat box. I know we got some people coming in from Miami, Florida, Washington, D.C. All right, we just got stopped out for $1,000 profit in that trade. And we were down about $400, so we locked in $590, okay, out of that trade. So we just took off $1,000 of profit. You see the algo got its $1,000 because I have it at risking. I have it as a take profit as $1,000 to start with adjustable trailing. So congratulations and thank you for the algo. Okay, so.
Oh, wait, Alexandra's in Germany?
Latoya says Cali. Alexandra said hello.
Wait,
from
Alexandra,
Germany.
do you live in Germany, or are you just like there for vacation?
Angela says Texas. Suzanne says I'm in Cali.
Cali.
Okay.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Johan, Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, look at that. Look at literally right at 10 o'clock.
What happened?
It bounced off of that first standard deviation and shot up. I mean, he probably ain't even said a word yet.
Yeah,
It just started bouncing. Vanessa says Texas. Darnell from Hawaii. What up? I used to live in Hilo, Hawaii, and I visited Honolulu and Maui. So shout out to the Hawaii fam. Mina, Chicago. Chris Land, Chicago. I'm from South Side of Chicago, so what up to my South Side fam? I graduated from Simeon. Alabama, Georgia, Atlanta, Patience from the Shy, love it. Empress, Argentina, love me a good Argentinian mile back.
Y'all are like, y'all are cool. Y'all all these cool places.
Will, Texas, okay. Anthony, North Carolina. All right, love to see it. Literally all over the world.
Literally.
We got Europe for Germany, we got South America, Argentina.
But Alexandra, let me know if you live in Germany or if you're just there on vacation. I don't know why I thought you were like in the U.S.
Okay.
Texas,
Khalidra, Dallas, Texas.
Super Tuesday.
Janice, Jersey, Texas after Survivor Super Tuesday. Faith said Canada. Okay. Nicole Mears said Southside Chicago. Gang, gang. What up? Melissa, Mississippi. She's from the SIP. All right. Yeah. Love to hear it. Love to see it, everybody. Drop where y'all from tuning in. It's pretty cool to see the reach, the impact, you know.
No, it's so cool to see. I didn't know y'all was in all these cool places. Okay.
Jill, North Carolina. Colleen, Upper Marlboro. All right.
Love it.
In the hood. The neighborhood, I should say, because Upper Marlboro ain't no.
It's not, definitely not the hood.
Maggie, South Florida. All right. Okay, so we can see the markets right now consolidating. He just started speaking. We already took $1,000 off the table on that NASDAQ futures trade.
My gosh. Side note, I feel like we need to go visit Alexandra.
She lived there, close to the Alps. Okay, we just met a dude that played professional soccer in Germany last night. And then my cousin was stationed there in the Air Force.
We might need to go visit Alexandra. That's awesome. I've never been. I know my grandfather's been numerous times, but
yeah, we did a whole Europe trip last year. Lisa, Missouri, Miss J, Nashville, Deborah, North Carolina.
Love it.
Okay.
Y'all are so cool.
So we can see literally market is in the low. It's literally not moving yet. Like the stock, you know what I'm saying? Let's still like 309.
It's waiting, it's holding.
It's literally.
Keep your eyes on the screen, because she said hood adjacent. No, it's not. It's definitely not.
Okay. All right, a little bit of seller pressure coming in. Okay, a little bit of seller pressure.
All right. Las Vegas.
Selling pressure picking up.
Oh, no.
On the equities, let's see. NASDAQ starting to fall some more. We already took 1,000 off that NASDAQ trade, but the ES, let's see, it's going to switch over and load here in a second.
Munich. Yeah, I see some falling happening over here.
What's going on with that? Okay, yeah, so we're only down 200 now on.
I think we're showing the wrong screen.
Okay, there we go. No, it's delayed.
Okay.
Okay, so the ES is on the sell side and starting to pick it up on the selling pressure. We're up $400 on the ES. Okay. So that selling, the algo was been in that sell signal probably for the last 10 to 15 minutes. All right. And selling pressure is picking up. So whatever he is saying, the market is not liking
it.
Okay. We're up
$500
$500 watching this algo run that trade. All right, 600. Okay, so whatever he's saying, the market is tanking. All right, and we can see we're now getting more and more profitable in our stock. We were just down 300, now we're only down 100. Okay, market is starting to tank. We can see a lot of selling pressure coming into most of these trades. We got 300 locked in on here. That stop loss just adjusted automatically. So, okay, let's keep our eye on that. But again, as we mentioned, when he start talking, markets start moving, okay? So we'll keep our eyes on those. NASDAQ falling off the map over here on that sell side pressure. Gold just got in the game. Okay, just got stopped out. All right, so gold got in the game on that sell side pressure right there and just got stopped out. Okay, so a lot of selling pressure coming into the market based off of whatever it is that he's talking about. And what's interesting, right? is you see that I honestly really don't care what he say, right? Because we're looking at the data and how the market is responding, and our algorithms are generating signals based off of the data. So this is, technical analysis, quantitative analysis. You can't necessarily do fundamental analysis projecting based off of what somebody is saying, because that's real-time news, and that's real-time affecting the data, right? And that's one of the things we teach in Wall Street Academy, is knowing the difference between fundamental analysis, technical analysis, quantitative analysis, statistical analysis, and stuff like that. And you could choose which one, that you like the most or like the best, or that applies to what you're doing. Benefit says, why are cryptos tanking just because this guy's talking? Yes, all the markets move when the Fed speaks, okay? Everything. It don't matter what it is, all right? But yeah, you guys can see that. This is why I say it's not even worth it to trade actively when he's talking. So you let whatever happens, what he says, then you let the trend, or you let the data show you what the trend will be based off of what he is talking about. And then you go with the flow of the money. Do not try to fight, what they always say, don't fight the Fed, okay? Because whatever they say is going to move the market. But they move the market in such a way that it creates a trend, and then you can use a strategy that whether you get it from us, hopefully it's a high probability if you get it from somebody else, to follow that trend, all right? Phyllis says, fall, baby, fall, so I can get out of my TQQ puts. Laugh out loud. Is that bad to say? No, because we're objective. We don't care whether the market is going up or down. We make money on both sides. And so now look, our P&L on stock, we're down less than $100. We were just down 300, and now a lot of our puts are starting to run, baby, run. Okay? And we're getting paid on the downside. So for our newbie traders or people who are watching this show, this is living proof that you can get paid whether the market goes up or down. So there's no reason to be afraid, right? Because if you don't know, then you don't know. But if you do know and you are exposed to the right information and the right tools, you can make money whether the market is going up or down, okay? And we're showing you that right now in real time with our real-time analysis. And we can do this without the algorithms. How do we know that? Because we teach it step by step in the Wall Street Academy.
Are we seeing a little turnaround here?
We shall see.
I see. I did get the ride, the sell-off down on the futures.
Nice.
So I think it was like 800 or so.
It did hit the second standard deviation on the NASDAQ and did get some support. But yeah, we shall see. I mean, he's going to be talking probably for at least 30 minutes, if not the full hour.
But he only got to say one little thing that people like or don't like. And then
it's up.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit.
Okay,
like we might have a
Letitia
little
wants you to take a look at SMCI.
All right, let's take a look at SMCI. So SMCI, yeah. So as you can see, I'm currently in the 1 minute chart. We are still in this buy put. Obviously, the market just went down. But we have this one bar that's literally trying to turn around. It's so funny because it looks just like the bar that I was just looking at on the NASDAQ. That's trying to turn around. It's trying to do something. But you got to be careful when that man's talking, okay? So currently right now we are in a buy put, but like I said, this bar is trying to turn green. I don't know if it has enough green power there to have enough buying pressure. So in our 1 minute, 3, 5, everything is still in a buy put for this. SMCI is currently only up $9. It was previously up like $60 today, and now it's not. So yes, with that being said, I think we still need to wait a little bit to see what else he is going to say. But right now we are still in this buy. Let me, if I go back to the 1 minute, it looks like it's trying to turn around. So it's like it's getting some resistance here at this second standard deviation, and it looks like it's trying to turn around. Let me tell you something. As soon as I get a nice little buy call on this thing, I'm in it, because you know the way SMCI move, okay? It will just go up $200 on you. So we're going to keep this one. We're going to keep this one open to see, but it does look like some things are actually starting to turn around a little bit. I saw NVIDIA, I think, was down as low as being down 9. Now it's only up. Now it's up $14. If we go take a look at the NASDAQ, It's, yeah, still kind of consolidating, but it looks like we're trying to get some buying pressure here. So let's just wait and see with SMCI and the others that Miss Suzanne wants to analyze. But see, look, now that bar is shooting a tad up here. Okay, so let's see. Maybe he's saying something. Is anyone watching the news?
No.
Almost like we should have the video here playing on the side to see what this man is saying. I feel like I usually will have like him playing. But no, you guys stay here. We'll tell you what he says. But I feel like it would be helpful to know what the man's saying. Let's see. Nothing yet, y'all. Nothing yet.
I mean, he hasn't said anything drastic for a couple of reasons. I can know that. One, the market hasn't been trend. It's still lulling. And two,
SMCI is starting to rise a little.
All the news outlets would be posting if he made a new major headline.
We did just get a buy call on SMCI. So it did just shoot up. We'll go up about $8. So we'll see. Now that's on the 1 minute chart. So we'll see till we have a little bit more. But just FYI. Okay.
Okay. There is some buying pressure coming into the markets. From a data standpoint, it bounced off of the second standard deviation to the downside at 17,955. But as far as like active trend, there's nothing really pressing to me saying he's saying anything drastic yet. So you can just continue to stick to the rules, right? Can hurry up and wait. Right? And we see that in the futures market, like literally none of the futures are like trending. And then in our stock day trades, we were down 300, then we went down, we were only down 89, now we're only down 125 collectively from our overall trades, right? So we have a good amount of, we got Apple, that trends, we got AMD, that trends, right? So we got some trenders in there for sure, but nothing's really trending, right? So now it's starting to go back to the downside. We were just down 125. Now we're only down 80, right? So it seems that overall right now there's a negative sentiment. But again, currently no strong trends. Now, keep in mind, our algorithm called this downtrend at 9:47, 13 minutes before he even started talking. And we already took $1,000 off the table from that trade. So if it continues to trend down and you're still in these trades, you're already in the right side of that trade, right? And just make sure your stop loss take profits are set. David said, can you explain what each algo does and which equity you all personally use each algo on, Pulse for futures, NEO for options, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? We did explain that in the how-to videos, David. So in the email where you got your access granted confirmation, those how-to videos do explain that. And then also we just released some new how-to videos. The email went out this morning. So just
does he have it though? He may not.
He does have it.
Oh, he does? Oh,
okay. So that I just wanted to say first and foremost, because I know people watch these recordings as well. But so you do have that email. But so for Pulse, I primarily use it for futures, Forex, and crypto. For options, I use for buying naked calls and naked puts, use alpha options. For credit spreads and selling premium, we use A2C. And for NEO, you can use it for investments, right? If you're looking for longer term investments, and you can also use NEO for swing trading. You can use NEO for day trading, any of them as well. But NEO, I would look at NEO. NEO is probably a little bit less risk than Pulse and alpha options because it has some more confluences built in there. But they all are AI powered. And I would say Pulse is more powerful on identifying trends. So for markets that trend, so you ask like futures, options, et cetera, for markets that trend like futures or like options, I would use Pulse for, futures, Forex, and crypto. I would use alpha options for options, obviously, as for those, okay? NEO, I would do more for stocks, on the swing and longer term, okay? But yeah, those new videos did come out and were emailed out to everybody. I actually did just see the email. Athena sent it out at...
No.
Athena sent those new emails out at 8:22, okay? Market's starting to turn around and go up.
My order didn't get filled. That's so frustrating.
Some buy pressure coming into the market. Let's see how the stocks are doing.
Took another 1,200 off the futures.
Okay, yeah, not really. I mean, like a $30 swing, $50 swing, not really anything crazy yet, so...
I just did 1,200 on that little one. Yeah.
Nice, congrats.
But I didn't, my daggone SMCI didn't get filled because the market like kind of took off, so it didn't, yeah.
A lot of buy-side pressure coming in. Oh, nice, congrats. A lot of buy-side pressure coming in now in the market. Let's see. So it did bounce off of that second standard deviation. We're approaching the VWAP. We're still under the VWAP right now. Let's see if it charges through the VWAP at 18,047.
It was filled. It was filled.
Nice. Congrats.
Very exciting. Okay. All right. This is the emotions, right? Now you're seeing the emotion.
Okay. Now, as the market starts to get some volume and volatility picking up, if you have any stocks, bonds, options, futures, forex, or crypto that you want us to analyze here in real time, drop them in the chat. Also, remember, when you drop them in the chat, let us know what you're looking at as far as investing, bigger picture, long term, swing trading, position trading, day trading, intraday trading, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you are new to the show and all of this sounds like Chinese or a different language and you want to learn, you could join our Wall Street Academy for 50% off, okay, just by putting in the promo code Money Matrix, all together as one word. Okay, if you want to join the Discord for completely free and join the community, get in there with other like-minded individuals. Here's why we always bring the Discord up. One, because it's free, but two, because most of the people watching this show, you are the leaders in your groups, in your friend groups, in your circles, in your family groups. And sometimes it's difficult to talk about these things with people who are not interested or who have a negative relationship with money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So being in the free community in the Discord allows you to be around other like-minded individuals where you can ask questions, share stories, share your wins, share your growth, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and it's completely free. So get in there and just, rock with the community of other like-minded people who are thinking along the same lines as you, building generational wealth, trading, investing, et cetera. All right? Okay, Johnny's looking at a day trade on a Australian dollar versus US dollar. Okay, so let's hop into the Forex market and we will look at the Australian dollar, okay, the AUD, okay, USD. In the Forex market. All right, let's look for it. Excuse me, AUD. Well, actually, I could just press enter. Excuse me. Okay. All right, and he said, what did he say? Day trade. Day trade. Okay, so if I'm looking at a day trade, I'll start out on the day chart. All right, the algo has it in a sell. So longer term trend for AUD USD is sell. The 4 hour is also in a sell. Okay. The 2 hour is also in a sell. And the 1 hour is also in a sell. So what I would do is I would look sell side bias throughout the day, step down into the shorter time frames, 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute, however you base off your entry. And 1 minute is also in a sale. So I would go ahead and enter into the sale based off of those signals. Trading, investing is personal. Use your own risk parameters, stop loss, take profit, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Let me see. Miss Diva said, got my full suite of algos. Congratulations.
Yay.
Seesaw says, sold Apple put with Friday expiration. I'm pleased with the profit.
Yay.
Hey, congratulations. We've been riding Apple down for a while. Matt Geek says, are there any algo videos I can watch before buying, or is that only after buying the algos?
You're literally watching it right now.
You can watch every video on our YouTube channel from January 22nd of us launching this show. And you can watch us take every trade using these algos for the entire show, okay?
Yeah.
And then the rest of the videos after you buy is how-to videos. But we really trade these things live in real time every day, and you see how much money we're making in real life. We don't win every trade, we don't win every day, but we are overall profitable for the week, every week of this show, and you see them in real time. So thank you for actually bringing that up, because all of the live shows that we shoot are recorded and they're on the YouTube every day. Okay, go ahead, baby.
Oh, I'm looking for, okay, sure. I was looking for something that I thought I had bought, but I didn't. Okay, yeah, let me just show you really quickly so you can just see what they look like, all right? So as you can see right now, remember I said, hey, we got a buy call on SMCI. It's starting to trend up. So this is one of the algos. This is, This is Alpha Option, okay, .ai. As you can see, who is this? McGeek. We got this buy call signal. So this is literally one of the algos, right? So this literally, we got a buy call signal. I entered and now I'm up about $2,000 or so. So I only bought two because, as you guys know, SMCI's options are pretty expensive. I think I may have spent like $14,000 or something on it. So they're a little higher. But as you can see, we got this buy call. It literally trended up. I'm still profitable. We got a brief drop in it, and then now it's starting to trend back up. So now this what do you call it? Profit is probably even higher. So we can actually hop over and see how much I've made off of this in a second, just so you can see. So this is one. And as you can see, it applies to everything. If we, well, to all the things here, we also have, we got a buy call at 10:14. And boom, it's literally trending up. So you could have rode this option from $873.43 to $880, right? So that's almost what did I say? Yeah, so that's almost a $9 run up or $8 run up right there, $7 run up or so. And as you can see, it's still trending up. So this is literally, look, it just hit that VWAP. So it may continue to ride a little bit more. All right, just to show you that one. So that's alphaoption.ai. And then this is the other one that I like to use. I am actually working on, as y'all know, I'm new to futures trading, so I'm working on getting funded. So here we are. We received a couple buy signals over here. So this is the other option, the other algo. This one is pulse.ai. As you can see, this is a $100,000 account I'm getting funded for, and I'm up about $2,590 in like 2 days. So I'm on track. And I'm probably won't do any more trading in that account today because I'm trying to blow it up. All right. So, but as you can see, we got this buy signal on the NASDAQ. I was able to enter the trade, which was this little blue thing here. And then I got out about right here is when I got nervous and ended up letting it hit my stop, to be honest. But it was about, I think it was about $1,000 run right here. So these are literally some examples. And as Dion mentioned, once the, I think about, what, 2 weeks away?
Yeah, about a week or two. About
a week or two away from when the autonomous or automated trading will begin. So when you purchase now, when that update happens, you don't have to pay extra for it. You'll just get the update. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to slow the game down and just mention what she just called out. Mm-hmm. A signal came in 5-10 minutes ago on SMCI, and she's up $2,000 in real time. Real life, real cash, and we're doing this right in front of you. So if, I know a lot of people watch videos on YouTube, and I know a lot of people watch some people on Instagram and Facebook and talk about what they can teach you and what they do, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, it's only 1,400. It's not 2,000 right now.
Oh, okay, 1,400.
Well, we want to be honest. We want to be transparent. No, I think
I said about $2,000.
Yeah.
So, but my point is we do this every day in real life.
But that was 1,400 in 10 minutes.
Correct.
So,
correct.
How many things can you do and make $1,400 in 10 minutes without selling drugs or showing a nipple?
Correct.
Right?
And with the computer doing 95% of your work, and you have to follow the instructions that you were taught patience, self-control, and discipline, risk management, greed management, and then buying and selling, right?
Hands start hurting a little bit from that click. I had to click like 7 times.
Oh man, that's crazy. Right, and so and I bring that up is because this show is free, right? You can watch it, you can share it with your friends, you can share it with your family, you can share it with your community, and y'all can come rock with us and watch it, right? So we love the fact that people are engaged. We love the fact that people are asking these questions because we're actually doing this right in front of you. There is no fluff. We get right to it. We go through the headlines. We go through the analysis. We go through the actual chart analysis right in front of everybody. And we use the exact same algos that we sell. We teach the exact same strategies that we execute. And we actually live and practice what we preach, right? So, yeah, making all that money fully clothed, exactly, right? And so you don't have to risk your pride, your morals, your values. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to shoot a ball. You don't have to sing. You don't have to rap. You don't have to dance. All of those, not all of those things. Singing, rapping, dancing, acting, all that stuff is good. But again, I played professional baseball. I'm from a high school that spits out professional athletes and a college that has some pro athletes. And the statistics are less than 1% of 1% of the planet will ever become a professional in entertainment, right? And so that's what the programming is for our community, right? The only way I thought I could get out the hood growing up was rapping, acting, singing, and playing ball. And dancing, because that's what we see on TV. That's what we're programmed to see ourselves in, right? We don't show the doctors, we don't show the lawyers, we don't show the professional traders, we don't show this. And so this is part of the stuff that we wanted to do. And one of the main reasons that we wanted to do this show is because we wanted to be able to positively represent people who look like us doing this, controlling your lives and your financial futures for yourselves, showing you that you can actually do it. A lot of people can talk about it. A lot of people can sell you a course. A lot of people can give you some marketing materials with some cool names and some BS, but how many of them can actually do it in front of you every single day and be comfortable with showing the wins and the losses in real time and showing you how to do it step by step, okay? That's just that.
And showing our actual account.
Yeah.
And y'all see me over here
in real life.
And y'all see me sometimes getting a little stressed out. You see, I was like, oh my God, I gotta work on that. We're all works in progress. All right. McGeek said this is helpful. Thank you. Perfect. You said that David sold AMD. Yes, we did that. Christian said you two are a blessing. You are a blessing. Thank you for being here. Benu Flight said, and we watched them live during the workshop. No cheat sheets or smoke and mirrors.
Exactly. And speaking of that, actually, let's play the recap from the workshop. So we had a workshop live, okay, in real life. We did a live studio audience where we shot the show. Yep. We did a lunch and learn. We did a workshop, and we finished it with a happy hour. With people from all over the country coming in to watch the show. So go ahead and let's play and watch that show, okay?
Hey, I'm Dominique, Broadway award-winning personal finance expert, and today has been absolutely amazing because we had students fly in from all over the country to spend the day with us.
And today is a very special day because we have our live studio audience here.
So during today's sessions, we got to teach and talk about a lot of things in person. And I think for a lot of people, it's good to be able to actually see someone else do it in person. It was really cool. We got to actually hop into people's phones and computers and set up some of the indicators and strategies for them, which was really, really cool. And then we went into an amazing lunch at one of my favorite restaurants.
I want to take my trading to a higher level. And the information that they gave us today, I know that I will accomplish that.
And since they've been doing the show, I've made 5 figures in 1 month. More than my part-time salary when I was working for Wells Fargo. And the fact that this is a skill that I've been able to build from the training that they offer that no one can ever take away from me is mind-blowing.
I encourage you to get the Wall Street Academy program so you can learn and you can do better than me, because I was in the game and I was losing in the game, but now I have the information to win.
So we are very excited to take this show on the road, to be able to take the Money Matrix live to bigger venues and to be able to touch more people throughout the country.
All right, so welcome back. You guys see the workshop that we did last week in the Washington, D.C. area. And shout out to everybody that showed up and enjoyed. Shout out to everybody that made all that money that day. And also shout out to Phyllis, because she just sent about 10 people into the Discord just yesterday. Like, hey, I'm here because of Phyllis. I'm here because of Phyllis. I'm here because of Phyllis. Phyllis making that money. Like, hey, it's like, it's a parable in the Bible. It talks about, you know, the man that went into the field and found the gold and came back and told the story to all the villagers about what he had found. Some people didn't believe him. Some people didn't go. Some people did. And hey, he went and spread the good news. That's all you can do, right? You can spread the good news. You can tell them. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, okay? And now that the show is free, and they don't have to watch, you know, a paid this or paid that. They don't have to pay up front. If they don't want to watch a free YouTube show with a chance to see something in real life before they join the course, before they buy the algos, before X, Y, and Z, then they don't want it. And you need to protect your energy and keep moving, okay?
No, that's right. Appreciate you both. Talk to say you guys are so refreshing in comparison to so many talking heads. Yeah. Venus said, thank you, Dominique and Dion.
Yeah.
Vanessa said, Don, we definitely know you use your real money. Mr. Cool, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Dion. I love you.
Yeah, and that's what I bring up often.
He's so calm, right?
So I'll bring it up. It's like
Dion be so calm. Like
I show you all.
I'm over here stressing.
Yeah, I show you all the P&L, and I choose between 1, 10, and 100 and 1,000 contracts. Because some of the numbers that we do are not relatable to the average person or to the newbie, right? So for an example, if all we did was make $10, $20, $100, $30,000 in front of y'all, some people would feel left out and feel like, oh, that's too much for me. That's too big for me. I can't do that. I can't afford that. I can't play that game, right? And it's discouraging to some people. And what we want is for everybody. Like, look, we in the Ninja Trader, we just did $1,000 in that trade. Do you know how long it takes the average person to make $1,000? Minimum wage in America, what, is $15 now? Okay, well, I don't know either, but let's just call it 15. Let's just call it $15. $1,000 divided by 15, it would take somebody 66 hours of work.
Oh my gosh.
To make that $1,000 that our algo just did in 7 minutes.
Not 66 hours.
And it did it at one contract, risking $5 per tick, right? So we have to, Colleen said, I don't think I would have stuck around if you were only calling out options I couldn't afford. Exactly. We have to balance it out. And I mention this all the time, is that different people are at different parts of their financial journey, right? And if we're only talking about $1 million trades, $100,000 trades, $1 billion this, all of that, it's not going to be relatable to most people. And most people, especially if you are newbies or beginners, you want to see, hey, what's the least amount I can risk in this game to see, one, if it's real, and two, if I can actually be profitable, right? And so that's why I go, and I call it out every day or in front of every trade. Hey, I'm going to do 1 contract here. Hey, I'm going to do 10 contracts here. Hey, I'm going to do 100 contracts here. Hey, I'm going to do $1,000 here, because everybody is at their different
Let
journey,
me
right?
tell you this really quick now. I did not know this. Well, I knew what the minimum wage was, but anyway, I didn't know it was still this low. So the federal minimum wage is $7.25.
Okay, so
Okay.
1,000 divided by 70. Hold
Now
on.
there are state minimum wages, which
142 hours.
Yeah.
It would take that person 142
but there are
hours.
state minimum wages, right? So believe it or not, Georgia's state minimum wage is still $7.25. Now, if you go over to the highest is, I believe, DC, which is 17. And then New York, I believe, which is also, which is 16. So believe it or not,
Washington, D.C. is the highest.
I think it's the highest. So what, not California?
Now, keep this in mind. That's $17 an hour, right?
California is 16. DC is the highest.
So let's do 17.
wild.
Let's do
That's
17.
wild.
Let's do 1,000 divided by 17, it would take that person 58 hours to make what we just made in 7 minutes, right? So that's not relatable. If you come in and say, hey, I'm gonna put in $1,000 into a trade, that's literally 58 hours of their life. That's a week and a half or a week and a quarter of their work week with what we just made in 7 minutes.
That's
now,
crazy.
Here's the other thing. That doesn't include them getting up every day. It doesn't include the time it takes for them to get dressed. It doesn't include the time it takes for them to get to work.
And you know how long it takes us to get them kids ready.
It doesn't, right, to get the kids ready. It doesn't include them dealing with a boss or coworkers that they probably don't like. Number 4, it doesn't include them probably doing that for work that they don't care about, don't like, or don't want to do. That's 5 things you got to consider before you got to spend 58 hours just to make what we made in 7 minutes. And so if you're new to this show and you come to this and we're only doing big trades, which we do, we mix it up.
Yeah,
right?
we mix it up.
But if we only did that, most people would tune out.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to say, even while Dion was on this little healthy rant, now I'm in $2,300 in that SMCI trade. So now we're up $2,300 in the past. I love how they tell you how long you've been in the trade.
Damn near
now it's been 22 minutes.
That's damn near
right?
3 weeks for that person.
And literally just been sitting here listening to my husband talk. So, but that is also disappointing to know that some states, especially Georgia, still have minimum wage of $7.25.
Time out.
What?
Eileen says, thank you guys. The algos are amazing. First day with manual trades, she up $3,500 this morning on the algos. She just paid for her algos for 7 months.
Like me, I can't wait for the autonomous. I love it. I'm so proud of you, girl.
Let's get it.
Go.
Congratulations.
Like, go ahead, Algo.
Okay.
Pay for yourself.
7 months of payments on her first day.
That's why I was like, you know what, we should charge more. And he's like, nah. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing.
And you know we could charge y'all.
That's what I was about to say.
more.
Like, literally, she just made $3,500 on her first trade, first day of the
Miss
algos.
Suzanne did $600 and she bought the algo yet. Like,
Yeah,
on, man.
congratulations, y'all. Love to hear, love to see it. So for those of you guys who are asking, the algos sell themselves. When everybody gonna keep coming here and posting them wins, shout out to you guys. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for believing. And again, also, this is the internet. So if it wasn't real,
So Yolanda said, let's show Yolanda real quick. Yolanda said, will the option out? Okay, now I'm actually.
Will the options algo give me a buy sell signal? Yeah,
I'm about to show her.
She's gonna show you real time.
So this is literally the exact. Let me show you the exact signal I took to get this $2,300. Okay, so this is option.
Alpha option.
I always swip it. I can't talk today. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Okay. All right. This right here, who is it? Yolanda?
Well, actually, let me explain first.
Okay.
So you have the full algo suite. Well, I want to explain it for the options first. You get the full algo suite, includes all the algorithms: Pulse, Neo, Alpha options, A2C, homework levels, et cetera, et cetera. Or separately, you could just get the options bundle, which is just Alpha options and just A2C together. You don't get the other ones. But with only the options algo, you will not get the autonomous algos when they come out. So for the autonomous algos that trade for you based off of your parameters, that's in NinjaTrader. That comes out next week, a week or two, and we're going to give that as a free upgrade for people who purchase the full bundle. Okay?
Yep.
So go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you. So just so you have a visual. Okay, Yolanda, she was asking, do you get buy and sell signals? So you do specifically, and it's not even just buy and sell signals. It's like buy, call, buy, put, sell, call, sell, put. So it's very specific. Okay,
correct.
So this is specifically in alphaoption.ai. So this sell signal, the buy signal that I took that let me know that SMCI was on the rise. Okay, this came through right here. It literally said buy call. Okay, now it's up to you, obviously, and we teach you in the Wall Street Academy how to pick the strike price, how to pick the expiration date, the difference between the delta, the theta, you know, all those different things, right? The gamma, et cetera, to make that decision. But you literally got that buy signal. So I got in right here There was a buy call signal. I entered the trade. It was now this is the 1 minute chart. So I didn't take this buy put very, very seriously. And then boom, it literally continued to go back up. We got that next buy call. And then boom, it trended right back up, and it's been trending up ever since. So when I entered, it was probably around here when Super Microcomputer was $1,104, and have been able to ride it up. So that's how I was able to make, I think now it's over $2,000 or so in 22 minutes while we've been sitting here. And we got those similar, here we go. Similar thing here. Look, we got a buy call that came through at 10:14, and you literally could have rode this all the way up. And now we have a buy put that's coming through. I would like to give it one more bar to see if it's a true trend. It looks like it may be, maybe starting to fall a little bit. Then you could always take your profits right here and keep it moving, or you can hold it longer depending on what the goal of your trade is. Swing trade, day trade, et cetera, et cetera. And we teach about all that as well, okay? So just so you have a visual of what it looks like, this is what it's literally telling you to do, okay? So what are the prices for the algos? So go ahead, you wanna?
Yeah, so Athena just dropped the website, which is algoalpha.ai, okay? And then Chris, and then the prices, it's only two prices. It's a flat $497 a month for the full suite, or it's a flat $247 a month for just the options algo. And that's why I mentioned Eileen just paid for 7 months of her algo in one trade. She just made $3,500 on her first trade from the algo signal manually. She made $3,500, right? And so Chris says, will you keep the algorithms affordable for the newbies that haven't started to trade? Yes, our main thing is to keep them affordable so we can help more people, but still, it is a business, so we still have to make money and be profitable for a business. But our goal is to help people, right? And so you can still help people and make a profit, right? And so you get the best of both worlds. You get the impact and you get the profit. And it's not about price gouging. It's not about, doing things or making it at prices just because, but this is the launch special, right? So think about this. You get the manual ones, or you get the algo with the signals now, and you go to manual trade it, and we're giving you a free upgrade on the autonomous ones for NinjaTrader next week. Do you know how much we can charge for autonomous algos? Alone, like that could be its own
you can charge like minimum $5K a month for that.
Easy. He just made $3,500 off a manual first trade. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all would pay it too.
Yeah, once you see how you
pay
can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying? Once you, and Eileen, this is no disrespect, she could be at home in her bed doing whatever she wants and click that button and make that.
She might be at home
anywhere in the world, right? Okay? We had to get dressed to come to this studio office and shoot this show. And do this, but and we be joking and stuff and all that, but it's because we're having fun. It's real. We see the impact. People are celebrating, et cetera, et cetera. Empress says, will there be a special price for the algos for those that already have signals? Hint. No, because they're completely separate. They have completely different algorithms, totally different. They have nothing to do with each other, all new algos, and it's literally 5 algos in one suite, right? And we've never released option algos. So you got 2 option algos on top of Pulse, which just crushes, right? Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. And go from there. Lisa says, hey Dom, I just want to give you a shout out for yesterday, keeping it so real about taking control of your life and your future. I shared the video with all my family and friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. I appreciate you.
Yes. 𝐾𝐻 laughed when we looked at each other and said, no. That's too funny. Okay, so Powell, there was some initial selling pressure when he was talking. The market started to turn around a little bit. No full trends. He'll probably be done right around the 11 o'clock hour, and then you'll probably see the market go into a trend phase from there. Patience said, I just bought my algo. Yay. Happy patience. Congratulations. Love to hear it. Love to see it.
Yay.
Wande said, what's the minimum recommended startup trade capital needed for using either of the algos? For example, say I have $500 to start trading after buying the algo. So first and foremost, let us say trading and investing is personal. We always recommend that you first and foremost only trade or invest disposable income, money that you can literally take out of the ATM and go burn it, and it will not affect your bills, your lifestyle, the pamper money, the card note, the rent, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because if so, you're going to be too emotionally attached to that money. Okay, that's number one. So it has to be disposable income. So you are not emotionally attached to the money. After that, then you decide how much you want to risk. We would say, a minimum of at least $500 to $1,000. I like to say $1,000 because sticking to the 5% rule means you can risk about $50 in each trade and still get at least 20 trades out of it. And so that's what we, teach in the Wall Street Academy, of course, is $1,000, 5% risk, and never risk more than 5% in one individual trade. Okay, so hopefully that answers your questions. All right. And again, I think it was somebody mentioned yesterday, they started with $125 and now, they up $3,500 for the month, and they took time to crawl, walk, run. They learned through our courses. They practiced, and then they got the algos, et cetera, et cetera. Khalid said, no shade, but will Dominique be sad if we discontinued Hint?
No, I won't be sad at all, Khalid, because clearly I have both of them, right? No, I won't be sad. And this is the way we look at Hint versus the Option Alpha. Oh, Jesus. I can't even get the name out. Option Alpha and Pulse.ai. I honestly feel like Option Alpha and Pulse.ai for those traders who have a little bit more advanced skills. I feel like Hint is a great entry level. Really, I really do, because it has a lower price point, and it's for people who are really just getting started. And they are different algorithms inside of it. So I think, Khalidra, that you have officially graduated to the next level. Another thing, too, is if you're brand new, I don't really feel like you need to be doing autonomous, personally. I feel like you need to figure out why this thing is doing what it's doing before you hop over to this autonomous level. Yep. And I feel like, Khalidra, you've been around long enough where you can graduate from a Hint to a Pulse.ai or
the full suite.
This full suite, because you're like, okay, I understand how this works. But if, somebody got on here right now and was like, yo, I found you yesterday, I don't even know what a stock is. You're not ready for that. You can go over here, you get you some hint, and they give you some hints, but until you're not ready for the other thing. So that's really my thoughts. But
look at this.
I won't be sad.
This is the perfect example. Seen it picks. Bought the option algo. Today is my first day using it. Wanted to start small. Jumped into the Palantir trade off the signal at 9:30 with one call, and out at 9:55 for a $30 profit.
That's good. That is good.
1, we celebrate all wins.
Yes.
2, congratulations. And if you can make $30, you can make however much. But the fact that they bought the algo yesterday, they tested it out for themselves today, and they made a profit. Okay,
yeah.
Congratulations.
And I want to highlight too, because Palantir options are relatively, what I would say, inexpensive. You could still buy a lot of those options for less than $100. So they may have paid $100 or less and made a $30 profit. Yeah. Now imagine even if they continue to do that every single day. Now obviously that was the first one, because they was testing out the algo, so they probably was like, let me just test it out. Mm-hmm. But next time they may be a little bit more riskier if it's in their risk tolerance.
This is another reason we say trade and investing is personal.
Yeah.
Seen it picks did what they wanted to do. They risked 71 and made 30.
I love
and
that.
then somebody made $3,500 in their first trade.
Right? Only paid $71. Right.
Risk at 71 and made 30.
Yeah, that makes
right. So that's damn near a 40% return on their investment in 30 minutes, and that's why we talk.
Man, I didn't risk 700. Of course, it's like 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
But you also said you had just bought it. You was first day. Anytime you're first time using something, you ain't gonna just dive into the deep end.
Toe in the water.
You put a little toe. See how it works. Next time you might put 2 toes. Maybe you get up. Foot in. But I tell you one thing, seen it picks. I bet you tomorrow you probably not gonna.
And once you see it, you can't unsee it, right?
Yeah,
so Yolanda said, I'm not sure if the complete package would be useful for me as a newer options trader. I also fear being overwhelmed. What would you recommend?
Good question.
We always say start where you feel comfortable. You can crawl, walk, run. You can upgrade to the full suite when you are ready. And if you're only trading options, you could do the option suite. And look, you could potentially do the option suite, make some trades, and then the algo pays for your upgrade, right? It's nothing wrong with that at all. All right, we just got the algo. I'm here talking, and the autonomous algo just got into a buy-side trade here on the NASDAQ, and it's already up $115, okay? Shout out to the auto algos, the ones that trade for you automatically. But again, that's in the NinjaTrader platform. Okay, and we can keep that up while I'm talking, and we can see, you know, it trade, and it's up $200.
So
that means that a lot of the stocks or options you might have might be busting.
Yeah.
Phyllis says, hi there. I'm considering a long call on Palantir. Thoughts, and I'm always happy to talk about how amazing you both are and send them to you.
We appreciate that.
Okay.
I can actually talk about Palantir really quickly. Actually, give me 1 second. But I was ready. Not ready.
All right, we just hit 250 in that trade. So look, the algo called a signal. The signal was generated while we were talking, and it's literally up $300 in 3 minutes.
Yeah. Latoya had a good question. I want to do Palantir, but she was saying, is there going to be an option to do a yearly algo in the near future? Because that tends to be less expensive. We haven't introduced yearly.
Yeah, we haven't done that because we want to release the full package first. When it has the suite and the algos, we probably will offer an annual one with a discount there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know y'all love an annual.
So what platform can you use the options algo to trade? The option signals come in on TradingView. TradingView doesn't allow options trading at all, so you will have to execute it on your platform of choice for now. In the future, we'll be doing it on Total, which is the brokerage platform that we own, that we will be releasing. For now, Dominique is executing her options on Robinhood. Some people do it on Thinkorswim. Some people do it on Webull. Some people do it on, Fidelity, et cetera, et cetera. You get the signals from TradingView for the options, and then you can execute them where you would like. Okay.
Okay. So Christopher Brown said, what algorithm would be good for futures beginners? I would say Pulse.ai.
Yeah.
Okay. We got some good
Pulse.ai.
graphics here.
Hey, look at it right there. So you guys can scan that QR code. Visit Algo Alpha and purchase the algos. And again, take it one step at a time, one trade at a time, one day at a time.
Can I frame it? No. Okay.
So Phyllis wanted you to check out Palantir.
Yeah. I don't know if this is over. Is the ad done? Okay. All right, y'all. So Palantir, good question. Awesome. Seeing it picks actually just made it $100 in Palantir. And then, so Patience and Phyllis are both considering Palantir. T, you're my people. I literally already just entered into a trade on Palantir. We received this buy call here around 10:30. That was when I had entered, I believe around then, been riding it up. Actually bought about 25 calls or so on it because their calls are so inexpensive. As Seen It Picks just said, they bought theirs for $71. And so, yeah, this news from the awards is great. So I think Palantir is one that I also hold long for sure as well. And with this new contract, I think this was really just the beginning of when Palantir's always done great, but I think it's really going to start to take off. Palantir's only trading around $25, right? So on our 1 minute chart, we had this strong buy call that came in, and then boom, it's literally been trending up. It just hit that VWAP right here, so went through it. Let's see if it keeps pushing on. Our 3 minute also in a buy call, obviously. If we even go out to the 15 minute, it's also just received that buy call. Ooh, let me get this a little cleaner for y'all. Just received that buy call literally at 10:45, okay? And then obviously on the day chart, they're in a buy call. And then if we even go further out into a week. So Palantir is a great buy and hold. I don't see why, this stock, honestly, I'm curious to see what their price target is. But I think I saw somewhere their price target is, this says 18. But I've seen some places where it's literally higher than that. It's actually up 207% year over the year. So yes, I think this is still a good opportunity. It was nice because Palantir did fall a little bit when the market went down, when Mr. Powell started talking. And so, yeah, I think everything is saying buy call, all the charts. Phyllis said, I went long on Palantir, expiration date 4/6. I also have a lot of buy and hold since it was $9 a share. Yep, same. We've been talking about Palantir for years. Yeah.
Okay, so now
Dion.
we'll transition into our Keep It a Buck segment for today.
Okay, I wanted to answer this. Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I wanted you to answer this. She was saying, is there a minimum laptop processor needed to run your algo?
Yeah, so typically it's not even necessarily the algo. You need like a minimum of 528 and 8 gigs of RAM of memory. 8 gigs and 528 are the numbers for the laptops or computers to process NinjaTrader, TradingView, and most of the trading platforms. So because the algos operate on TradingView, whatever the parameters are at a minimum for those platforms, but it's typically 528 and 8, okay? So those are the minimums, all right? Edwin says, I have some experience in trading options specifically. However, I'm looking for more consistent wins. Which option would you guys recommend for me? So if you primarily focus on options, then you could get the options bundle. If you like to trade other things like stocks or crypto or futures or Forex, you should probably get the whole suite because Pulse and Neo can be used on everything pretty much but options. And then because you have the full bundle, you'll have the option algo specifically for options, okay? All right, I think that answers all of the questions. Latoya said, I'll be purchasing my algo suite today. Shout out to you, congrats.
Six was asking, can you do a stop loss on Robinhood? And the answer is yes.
Yes, okay, so now we'll go into Keep It a Buck. All right, so today's Keep It a Buck is the wolf you feed is the wolf that grows, okay? This goes mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and into your trading and investing. What you focus on is what you're going to get better at and what you are going to attract, okay? The wolf you feed is the wolf you grow. So you're going to have to be very attentive and intentional with your time, energy, effort, resources, but more important, your attention. So data was quantified as more valuable than oil last year. It's the most valuable asset or thing on the planet, right? But the real business people, and especially the social media people, know that attention is actually more valuable than data. And why is that? Because the data is almost lagging. The data is lagging based off of calculating what people are actually doing. But attention is what you are actually doing and what you're spending your time on in real time, right? So if you've ever picked up your iPhone or your Android and it told you how much screen time you were using every day or every week, you can see what you're giving your attention to. And where attention goes, money will follow, okay? How does that relate to trading? What was 99.9% of the market paying attention to today? Federal Chair Powell speaking. So that attention was on what he was saying, and then the money flowed based off of what he was saying, okay? The wolf you feed is the wolf that grows. So pay attention to what you are giving your attention to, all right? That is our Keep It a Buck for today. Hopefully, we have answered. Ms. J said SMCI on put options. I would not do that because we are riding, we're literally riding the ride up on SMCI calls through Dominique right now. Switching over to my screen real quick, the NASDAQ trade from the algo is up $500. Okay, now remember, we already took $1,000 off on the sales side. So for you newbies, this is literally real life visual proof that you can make money no matter whether the market's going up or down. We made $1,000 on this sell trade this morning, right here. And right now we're in the buy side trade and we just hit $500 of profit on the buy side, okay? So shout out to the algos, shout out to everybody that's getting the algos. Thank you guys for watching this show. If you're new, click the subscribe button, hit that bell, turn on your notifications so it lets you know every time we are live. All right, any final words, love?
No final words. Just remember, keep your eyes out on all the earnings that are coming out between tonight and tomorrow morning. A lot of big retail numbers. So, yeah, do your research and all those good things. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to another show. And congratulations to all of y'all are killing it.
Yeah, congratulations to all the winners.
Congratulations to all of you. So proud of you.
Yeah, click the link to join our Discord. It's absolutely free. Get there, get around like-minded individuals, run it up with us, ask questions, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to learn from us, join the Wall Street Academy, 50% off Money Matrix. Also, Dominique will be teaching tonight the live lesson for the Wall Street Academy, which is exclusive to the Wall Street Academy students, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So congratulations for everybody that's in that.
Look at Scenic Picks. He said 220. He said 220 up right now, y'all. Get them algos.
Hey, congratulations. We have 250 for the day.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
This is first day.
And his first trade was $71.
Yep. So you can do it, everybody. Congratulations. Kev on the charts. Earnings as a W. Okay, congratulations. Love to hear that. Love to see it. Thank you, everybody. And then if you want the algos are there, algoalpha.com, algoalpha.ai. Okay? Love, light, peace, wealth, great health, and abundance to each of you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. All right? Peace.